It's like fresh and fit whenever they come on, El Chris.
Yeah.
Poxin and shit. Yeah, so that's the
we're live on Facebook, you know what I mean?
This thing. Yes, sir. You know, we on Facebook, we on YouTube, Spotify. We're about to get more platforms.
Everywhere, man.
Exactly. See, like the main one, Wisdom Talk Podcast.
Wisdom Talk Podcast.
In this hall. Episode 10, by the way. Double digits.
10. Damn.
Double digits, bro. We're officially in there. I know, right? It's so crazy.
That angle be making me look big. I ain't gonna lie. Like big as in like fat.
Like colossal?
Fat.
Like fat.
Like I see my rolls. Got my rolls hanging out and shit. Like look at this.
This man sucking his gut.
Hey, hey y'all feel free to clown me. You know what I mean? Roast me in the comments, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. I'm roasting myself. Shit.
Right? Hey, you're just pretty much taking the B-Rabbit approach.
Right.
So, like, Papa Doc can't say shit about you when you already roast yourself, right?
Right.
Shouts to A-Ma. Man, that shit crazy, man. So, all right.
Wisdom Talk Podcast episode. What episode is it?
Episode 10.
Episode 10.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Where y'all want to talk about? Because like I got a couple things I could bring up. I can bring up another thing. We just talked about the Zion Williamson shit in the update. Oh, yeah. The thing that's trending right now is this submarine shit. I know y'all heard about it.
Yeah. Who has not heard about that right now? I feel like, because I've been reading a lot of comments, I hate that, everybody literally goes on Instagram, and then once you see something, you probably go straight to the comments.
Yeah.
That shit's always funny or something.
It is.
Bro, somebody has said that they're probably distracting us from what's really going on right now.
Damn,
I'm like, hey.
You just took my whole point.
Like right there.
Yeah. See, like minds.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
Virgos.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
Oh, y'all are both Virgos?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm an Aquarius. But, hey, that's why.
Aquarius.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Aquarius.
Like, on an intellectual level, we think alike in a lot of ways intellectually, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it works, you know?
Yeah, man. Damn, man.
What's going on right now?
You just took my takeaway, man. I was literally like, they're making such a big deal about this submarine shit, which is not really a big deal, just to get everybody on board talking about this and distracting. It is a distraction towards something that's really going on.
Yeah.
Oh, man, there was something that they, like, literally I have a clip where they're, like, talking about something that's really going on that's gonna, it's about, in the next 3 to 5 years, we're gonna have, like, a big EMP shutdown of the internet. And, because, like, it's just,
haven't they said that before though? Like they've always threatened that before. Like
they says they never had like an actual time, but it's like they would mention that it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen eventually.
Like you see the whole world.
Like, now they're actually putting a finite time.
Like you say
the whole world.
The whole world. Okay.
Yeah, like internet. It's not even just all power. It's just gonna be internet EMP.
Who's gonna drop that?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like who's gonna be the person, country? Who the hell's gonna call that shot and be like, all right, we dropping it.
Pressing the button.
Who is that?
Like, you really gotta turn off so many towers or whatever just to like. Hey,
it's gonna be that country that has that type of power.
Yeah.
And guess what's one of the
you got America, you got China, Russia.
Once that goes off, all that TikTok, all that live stuff goes off, they're gonna go crazy. They're gonna be like, bro, I can't do this. Especially these new young cats and all that.
Only known internet.
Think about how many people rely on their phone to like. As their daily routine, you know what I'm saying? Think about us, like how many times we look at our phone and like check stuff and like scroll. Imagine if that just
right now.
you know what I'm saying? Imagine if that's just taken away. How would you do you feel like you'll be okay without a cell phone? Like you'll be able to manage?
Yeah,
I know I can because I lost my this time last year. I lost my phone and I didn't have a phone for a month.
Okay,
see, and you adjusted though.
Yeah. So I survived. I adjusted. It sucked.
I can definitely understand. I got one.
But yeah.
Because when you grew up, You literally have to go outside, knock on people like your friends, doors and everything. Hey, can you come outside? Can you go play outside or something like that? You definitely just go play outside or something. Play some football, basketball, something like it. That's just people can be that productive. Go to the gym. You can definitely do so many other things instead of being on your phone.
That is a great point because we are the last of the generations of like knocking on your friends' doors.
Yeah,
and not even knowing if they're there. And then even if they're there, if they're able to come outside and play.
You can't do that.
We're the last generation. I call our generation the payphone generation. You know what I'm saying? We're the last generation to experience a payphone to any level. I'm talking about like touching it, seeing one, holding it, using it. Like we're the last
coins in that
putting coins in everything. We're the last. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Even if we were children, we went away. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like we were kids when it was there, but it disappeared when we were kids. But we still were alive to actually like see it, stick coins in it, like you said.
Hell, when was the last time any of us seen a payphone?
That's what I'm saying. It was a kid, bro. I do remember.
Yeah, it was when I was young. When I was like 2001. That's what I'm saying. Like 2001.
It's been some years. I seen a payphone as an adult, but it was like an antique. It was like significant to see. It was like it should have had
like shining and shit, like sparkles and like gold plated. Like what the fuck's a gold plated payphone?
You might as well have been taking pictures next to it. Like look at me around this ancient artifact. All the payphone.
People taking pictures around the payphone like they do with the Buc-ee's beaver. You know what I'm saying? Every time they see the Buc-ee's beaver, everybody got to post up on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you always got to take a picture with that little that statue, that beaver statue.
Yeah, man. It just to indicate, we're on the road. We out here. You know what I'm saying? God damn, dog. You ain't lying. Like. I was just talking about, I forgot what I was talking about the other day, but I was like, the other day I walked to the corner store and I didn't see a single kid playing. I saw one kid on a bike the whole time walking into the corner store and back. And like, I saw like at least three basketball goals in people's front yards. None of them being played on. And one kid was on the bike. And it's summertime.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not,
it is hot as hell outside. It is hot.
It's hot as a motherfucker. Hey, man.
You can't say this. It's only getting hotter.
It really is.
Each summer is hotter and hotter.
Yeah, in Houston, it just gets hotter, bro. Like,
so are you basically saying you're trying to say that global warming is real?
I knew that.
In Houston.
And to say this,
the humidity level is
global warming
you every year. Ain't no way.
There's Texas warming. There's no global warming in the state of Texas. Damn it!
I would say this: global warming is real, but it's not as prevalent as they make it seem. It's really just climate change. That's really. What we're dealing with is climate change, which is always going to be.
I mean, historically, climate is always changing.
Yeah,
we had ice age.
You know, we're just acclimating with the times.
Right.
That's really what it is. But global warming is still a thing too. It's just not as significant as they make it seem.
To where they want to use it as a political engine to gain money.
Exactly.
Because they basically kind of playing the people.
It's just a narrative that they can manipulate.
Exactly, using people's naivete against them. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So I like how you did segue into is global warming. Are you saying it's global warming?
Nah, because a lot of people do. A lot of people believe that shit. A lot of people believe that shit.
I deal with that at work. There's so many people like, man, it's getting hotter. And I can't believe people don't think global warming is real. This is totally global warming.
It's like,
going on right now.
It's like, nigga, go to fucking Antarctica. Go to the northern part of Canada. Are you gonna be experiencing heat up there? I highly doubt it.
Global warming in Antarctica.
If you can get there, first of all, you gotta get there. You know what I'm saying? If they'll allow you to go over there. You know what I'm saying?
People who live in Antarctica are researchers and their families.
Right.
And people who are just.
Have you ever wondered that though? Why can't we go to Antarctica? Like, I do want to go.
No, you can go. One of my coworkers just went there.
Oh, word?
Yeah, you can know someone.
But you can go as a tourist, right?
Yeah,
I want to say it was for tourists. Yeah.
Okay. But why can't we you can only go to a certain part though, right? Like you can't go across the whole continent.
I don't know exactly where he was at, but he showed me a video and everything. I seen all the literally ice melting, water, all that shit around there. It looked great and everything, but I mean, I don't. It just looked good.
Yeah. No, that's one of the things I would want to do. I want to go to Antarctica just to see, wonder what the air feels like over there. Because it's at the bottom.
It's the forgotten continent. It's still a continent.
It is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, I bet you like the it just, maybe the gravity feels different over there. Like, the magnetic field of the earth, how it comes
because of where is that?
Yeah. And I feel like they say that if you stay there for a long period of time, the magnetic field of the earth from Antarctica and the North Pole, like it affects you. Like it starts to affect
your whole psyche.
It affects your biology. Like that's why a lot of people that stay there, like researchers, they don't stay there for a long ass time. Like they're back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's crazy.
It's like they're on and off.
Yeah, they rotate. So like a group of researchers will go and then they'll stay for an extended period of time. Then they have another group that they'll send and then they'll rotate and leave and go back to the States or wherever they're from, and then they'll cycle it out like that.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Wisdom talk.
Right. So,
for real.
You provide a lot of information.
You learn something new every day, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is, the magnetic field, that's why they have it North Pole and South Pole. It's kind of like a battery, right? You have positive and negative. Damn. Same thing with the Earth. It's like, they say North and South Pole, but...
I never thought of comparing the North Pole and South Pole as like batteries.
Absolutely, yeah, because...
Damn.
Yeah, because you got...
It makes sense, though.
No, right, because the magnetic field of the Earth, it comes out from the poles.
Science, bitches.
And it rotates around the Earth, That's how we don't get solar flare. Because the sun...
Shout out to T and Shinhai. Solar flare.
Hey, fucking Tien and Krillin. Krillin use that shit too.
Krillin use that shit to be a pussy and run away. Solar flare.
And do what you gotta do. That's what it is.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Solar flare, that's a crucial ass move. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
If you need a retreat, solar flare. Blind your enemies, now they can't find you. Like, so you get this right back, nigga caught ghosts like Casper.
Didn't Goku's use it a few times too?
Yeah.
Goku used that shit. Cause I'm telling you, solar flare is a slept on move, bro. I'm telling you.
Who taught solar flare? Was it Roshi?
Was it?
Or was it?
Roshi
taught. Was it Corn, the damn cat?
It might have been the cat.
Yeah, I think it was Corn.
But Roshi's not the...
He's the Kamehameha.
He's the Kamehameha. Yeah. And then the guy on the small ass planet, King Kai. He taught Kaioken.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Dang, shout outs to that. OG. It all starts with Dragon Ball Z, man.
That is the godfather of anime right there.
I was flexing my My Hero Academia Deku Shucks.
Have you seen My Hero?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen it.
It's cool. Hey, he might be a late bloomer, y'all.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I barely watched One Punch Man, to be honest.
Hey, Saitama, man.
Yeah. I know about Saitama, though. I know about Saitama. Yeah.
I love One Punch Man.
Yeah. I know about
Saitama will beat Goku, y'all. I want to make sure, back and forth. I feel Saitama will beat Goku. No problem.
You think so?
Yeah. It sucks for me to
Ultimate Instinct. Goku.
Exactly.
Ultra Instinct. I said Ultimate. Ultra
Instinct. Super Saiyan Blue.
Serious.
Shellcan.
Serious.
All that.
Serious Ultra Instinct or something, bro.
It sucks to say this. It sucks to say this, but
I'm sorry.
The way they built Saitama.
Bro, he's him.
There's no person that survives one punch from this man. Punch man.
Some people took some hits, but he will definitely come back at you. Okay.
It's so dumb.
Okay. You're taking some punches now. Okay. Let me get a little more serious then. Boom.
Like he's so durable. He takes so much damage it barely affects him. Yeah. And his punches literally destroy.
You know what's funny about that show? How they have Saitama and how he's basically invincible pretty much. Mm-hmm. He can do whatever he wants.
Yep.
But then they have a whole plethora of other fighters and heroes with powers and abilities that look more crucial.
Yeah.
So they basically made all these people, all these characters that look badass and they have badass shit. Yep. And then you got Saitama who just looks lame as hell. It comes in his own head and everybody up. I'm pumps everybody up. I'm just that's funny as hell how the creators of that show did that.
Genius. Because the one that most slept on is the best by far. It's like there's actual morals to that. It's like the most. It's like concepts that you can take with life. Like the most slept on person, like that nerd in school that was getting bullied or just slept or like not respected like that, ends up being the multimillionaire, or like in a Naruto approach, like you know, they all showed Naruto with that damn jerkin and all that Nine Tails. They ain't like that kid. He was an outsider. Next thing you know, the nigga becomes Hokage. Like not only before he became Hokage, he became that nigga that was saved the day. And the same dude that everyone was like brushing off. He first became the nigga that saved the day, and ultimately, I want to be Hokage. Everyone laughs at him. He becomes Hokage. That's the whole concept of it.
And we all love it.
Yeah, man.
That really loves Naruto.
Yeah, it's like, it just shows.
If you don't, I don't know how you don't.
I put bitches on Naruto, and they watch that shit, even post dating them. Like, because it got the drama in there. Like
it's always something drama. You're gonna
it's
love.
It's something for everybody. It's the most universal anime. I'm not gonna lie. It's got something for everybody. Whatever type of shows you like to watch, Naruto fits in that category in some way.
Right.
Yeah.
They got gangster shit on that hoe. They got all sorts of treachery and thrillers and suspense. All sorts of that. Everything is universal as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. Still Dragon Ball Z is the GOAT, though.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, I'm always like that. I always think. Oh, speaking of, I'm kind of tangenting off the anime, but
go ahead.
We were just talking about Zion Williamson. What about the Conor McGregor shit? Y'all heard about that?
No, what happened?
So it was during the Heat Nuggets finals, Game 4 in Miami. This girl tried to accuse him of trying to rape her in the bathroom.
Yeah,
but then. Of course, it's like exactly when you first hear that Conor McGregor. Not only she tried to sue Conor, but she tried to sue the Miami Heat in the NBA as well as Conor, because they're like, you and they all allowed this to happen.
This is they watched,
and of course, already like this was an allegation during the finals. Like I think after Game 5, the girl comes out and like, yeah, Game 4 you tried to do this. So it was just like a week or two ago. And let alone, already this week, they come out with footage of her willingly going into the bathroom. And said that she had her friend was with her.
Yeah, I didn't.
And that security was trying to hold her back from escaping, and she had to elbow Conor to get out.
What?
And like there's footage of the... I think it was like Conor was already in the bathroom and she walked in after Conor was already in there. Or she was already in there and Conor walked in. Or something like that. It just, the footage shows that it was consensual. Whatever happened, if anything happened. And I guess she tried to make a move on him and he might have resisted her and she felt embarrassed, so she had to try to use that against him. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna backfire. Like, it's just the whole thing. This is my whole gripe with this, is that women tend to do this and falsely lie on niggas because there's no punishment for after they are caught in the lie.
Right.
But then that person, even if they're proven innocent, still has that stigma on them, just like Kobe and R.I.P. Mamba. Like, they still would call him a rapist to this day. Yeah,
asterisk on it. Yeah,
they still like, man, fuck Kobe, that nigga a rapist, even though he was proven innocent.
Right.
That stigma, that asterisk is still there. I literally have a friend that on 2 different occasions had girls say that he raped them or sexually assaulted them just because one regretted it, and the other one wanted attention and felt like he was dogging her. And so she was like, how can I get this guy back? But to falsely accuse him, he tried to press up on me in the bathroom and make out with me and all this shit. And the other one saying, like, after they had sex and took a shower together and he dropped her off at home, he forced himself on her. Both came out. This is. I'm not even gonna say the name of the homie. You know the homie. I'm not gonna say the homie, but you can kind of put 2 and 2 together. It's some rape scene shit. That's all I'm gonna say. So you can put that together. But nonetheless, both the girls end up coming clean and like, no, it didn't really happen like that. And the second girl, the one who was like, he pressed up on me, was like, I just wanted like, she openly was like, I just wanted attention. I felt like he was wronging me and disrespecting me. I just didn't feel right, and I just needed something on him, so I just made it up just so people could be on my side for once.
Wow.
Excuse me. And nothing happens to them, but like I've gotten in arguments with people on Facebook, and they'll bring up, well, you hang out with rapers, so I bet you're not far from them. Like, they don't have nothing, no ammo on me, so they would put this negative stigma on me using my friend that is already been proven innocent just because that allegation still exists.
Yeah.
So basically, they'll try and make you feel guilty just based off of proxy, because because you hang out with these people, so you gotta be like them, right?
Yeah. Even though it's false, but they still have nothing else on me, so they gotta use something like that. That proxy, exactly. Great explanation on that, man. It's just sick, and I think what will stop girls from falsely accusing guys and stuff is if they got some sort of same punishment if the guy was guilty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because hey, here we go, right?
Yeah,
All the, y'all want to be treated as equals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here we go. This is a part of it, right?
Yeah.
You falsely accuse a man and the man gets proven innocent, you get that you have to be punished now.
Yeah.
Because you just put this man through hell, you stressed him out, you slandered his name. Now this man, he probably wasted a lot of money going to court with you, paying for lawyers, having to just go through a bunch of bullshit.
Just for nothing.
Just all for nothing, basically. Just to prove that he was innocent all along and he knew that.
Yeah.
So now what's the repercussion for you making him go through all that? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be a punishment for that.
Just a slap on the back, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
here going this, man.
And it's just an ongoing thing, and that's why I feel for celebrities in this way, because like I believe every celebrity, while they're on that pinnacle upward and like really inclining, and they're like coming up, if it's athlete or actor or I say athletes, actors, and artists. Those are the 3 A's. They always, at some point when they're like coming to that top tier level, someone starts slandering them and starts trying to come for them. And a lot of times it's some sexual shit with a woman based off shit. And it's like he say, she say, there's no actual proof of anything. And it hurts the people that actually go through these things, the sexual assaults and the rape. Let me not say, because like, gotta watch that shit. I gotta be better with that monetizing and demonetize and all that shit. So, yeah. Nonetheless, though, the ones that are actually getting this shit are actual victims, I feel for them, because there's so many false people that now a lot of people are like, they don't believe at face value. Like, now they're like, you got to show me some proof.
Right.
Because of all these false allegations. It's taking away from the people who are actually going through this shit, that actually needs the help. And it's just fucked up in so many ways in that way.
Man, it is. You know, a lot of these women that falsely accuse, they gotta be very miserable, insecure, low vibrational type of women, bro. Like, they gotta be like, these types of women that do that, they probably have a level of realization that surges through them. Like, all right, look, I'm low value. No dude really wants to fuck with me for real. Like, so how am I going to come up right now? I mean, I don't really have a lot of ambition, a lot of drive like that. I don't really have a lot of goal setting, priority, assessment going on. So what's a way for me to come up real quick? Okay, let me just put on the pretty real quick and like get up on this dude right here who looks like he's got his shit together. Let me try and get a bag out of him. Like, let me fake the funk and like pretend like I like him, and then falsely accuse him or something, like put his life through hell, and try and get a bag. Because that's basically what these females try and do.
Oh yeah.
Those types of females, like, they try and just get a bag out of these dudes. That's basically what it is. You know what I mean? Like, look at Kang, Jonathan Majors.
That's why I was just about to bring him up.
Jonathan Majors.
Because like, that's another one. That's another one. He was on his way up. That's why I brought up the whole as these artists, athletes, and actors are on their way up, their trajectory's upward. This fool's just did Creed. He's Kang. He's on all these things.
He's killing it.
Upward. He's killing it. Yeah. And then next you know, a girl that he's dating says that he abused her in the limo and shit.
And you know what's crazy? That dumbass broad, like, when she was speaking to the police, she told the police, like, because the police were questioning her, like, how'd you hurt yourself? What happened? She was like, I don't know. She said, I don't know 11 times, right? That's what I say. And then the police, there was reports that came out that said that the NYPD were, like, coaching her up to, like, make herself seem like a victim, like he was the one that broke her finger and, like, put lacerations on her and stuff. The NYPD were the ones that were, like, basically coaching her up to make it seem like he was.
That's
like,
another thing too.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's a dangerous.
Jonathan Majors' lawyers like, we have definitive proof. We have the taxi drivers ready to testify. We have we have video evidence that he was the one getting assaulted, not her. And we have footage. You know, we have evidence that she went to a club right after he got out the taxi. How are you gonna go to a club if you're distraught and like injured and you know? And then they said that there was somebody in the, I guess the hotel or apartment they stay in that had they have a witness on that saying that she like hurt herself or like when she came back to the apartment she was the one that hurt herself.
After their argument, after her going to the club, when she got back to the hotel, that's when she took that medical procedure. And it's crazy how all this is really out there, but guess what? People are still slandering his name.
Yeah, because you already know what time it is, bro. Like, because listen, he's a young, successful black dude. He's in shape like a motherfucker. He's got all these mainstream roles.
Yep.
And you know what's funny? You know who he showed up to court with? Megan Good. He had Megan Good. That's what I was about. Yeah, bro. And you know, in the comment section on a lot of the videos I saw, people were saying, "Oh yeah, this nigga learned his lesson." Fucking with the white chick, and he was like, he's been going to court with Megan Good. Like they're on video, like holding hands, walking into the courtroom and shit.
So I was like, what is this about?
And then there's
Jonathan.
And then there's reports
on Megan. She look good. God damn. She still got it too. In her 40s.
She was in Shazam. Both Shazam movies.
Oh yeah, she's the girl that Shazam's in.
Yeah, bro.
She barely even talked on that shit.
I know.
She's just she don't need to. Hey, she was on that fucking vampire movie, Day Shift with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie.
Good movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
And she's looking so good in that. She had the short hair.
Yeah.
Like kind of like that Kelly Rowland when she did that for a little.
Yeah.
But man, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? How is she like? Her body's even tighter.
Bro, black don't crack, bro.
Man, you ain't lying. No. Shout out to Megan.
But there's reports too that saying that Megan Good was sitting in court with him, like rubbing his neck and like doing all that. So you already know.
Yeah, hella submissive too as a black woman.
That's what I'm saying.
That's hard. I already started.
Shit.
Damn.
Typical horn, dog. I'm already in no trouble on Facebook, dog. Girls don't even like my shit unless I'm posting stuff about my family or my life, like me at work or my niece graduating high school or something. That's when the girls will like my shit. But just a regular ass.
They don't like they don't like it when you being you for real. Like you just.
I like the whole nice horn. That whole horn just telling it like it is. Like, they ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
Man, speaking of, man, I remember one time like you I forgot what the status was, but like you left you set a status and then I was in your comment section talking to this one black chick. And this one black chick, I don't know if you remember, but she was like trying to go back and forth with me. And she was like, she thought I was like talking about her. Oh no, I was saying something like in general and she felt a certain way because she thought I was talking about her. Yeah. And then when she responded, I read it, I was like, okay, you're just proving my point of what I said. Like, wow. And then she tried, and then I was like,
I want to say it was the Lizzo one.
Was it?
Well, like, I said Lizzo's attractive.
I forgot what I
said. One yes, two no. That's literally all I said.
And I was like, checkmate. See? Yeah, you just proved my point.
Because like the first comment I got was, so you're fat shaming now? I'm like,
damn.
So I said, I made a poll. Look, I'm fat shaming, yes. But nonetheless.
Oh, yeah, that's...
The
yeah.
fact that fat shaming is even a thing, what the fuck? What
Right.
the fuck is fat shaming or slut shaming?
You
if
know
you're
what?
old, you're old.
Yeah.
If you're fat, you're fat. I was a fat kid. Like that's why I'm kind of getting real antsy about this shit because like it's triggering.
Yeah, I know. That's
I'm not
what
gonna lie. So
fat
like,
shaming. Okay, listen, man.
Fuck.
Fat shaming. Okay. Let's just do it like this, right? Overall,
This is the type of shit that get
overall, okay. Look, overall, what's more healthier overall on all spectrums? Being fat or being not fat? Let's just start there. Right?
Let's do it. Q&A.
Health. I'm just talking about health.
It's not even about just
right.
being skinny because like being anorexic is equally as
That's bad,
unhealthy.
right? Being anorexic,
fat and obese,
right? Being anorexic can be just as bad as being obese,
exactly.
health wise, on a health barometer, right?
Exactly.
But we're just talking about like the ones that like to attach themselves to that fat shaming energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking to those people.
Yeah. Exactly.
What's more of a healthier look inside and out? Being fat or not being fat?
Not
right?
being fat.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So
You could
if you're gonna call me a fat shamer because I'm against people being overweight, I'm against people getting obesity, I'm against people. I'm all for big people, fat people going into the gym and trying to get themselves right, trying to get themselves healthy. I'm all about fat people trying to, just be healthier, eat right. You know what I mean? If you're gonna call me a fat shamer, then yes, I am a fat shamer because
I'm about health too. Like we're all can say that we're about being.
You know what I'm saying?
If I see you, I'll probably give you some good motivation. I'm like, hey man, like you need to get in the gym. Like you see that beer belly, man. Like, hold on, man.
And that's the thing. We can do that with guys easily.
Right.
And that's why I know I intend to be the one that always goes back to sex and genders and stuff. But it's like it's so much easier when it comes to telling a guy what it is versus a woman. Yeah, you gotta call the woman and let her know, hey, let's go to the gym together. You know, we can always get more healthier, right? You know, let's try to eat different.
Go on a diet.
Let's try, like we can't just say you need a diet. Nigga, you fat. That's how I'm gonna talk to a guy.
Like, God damn, nigga, stop running.
Damn, you gotta do something about that belly of yours and start playing with it and shit.
Shit, I be roasting myself. Be like, shit,
I
like this angle right now on the Facebook Live. I be like, man, shit, my shit.
I was just talking about earlier. Like, I'm like, bro, last couple episodes, I was looking fat, bro. My gut was just hanging. You can see.
I can't.
So I started changing my eating habits.
Beast can't relate. He just over there. High ass metabolism ass over there.
Shit 20 minutes after he eats and shit.
You know what I'm saying? But see, here's what those people that believe in the fat shaming ideology, here's what they'll tell you. They'll be like, well, it's genetics with me. Like, it's all,
No. I got a funny thing about that because I heard something about this. They said, they say that it's in their genetics, but it doesn't look like y'all don't run, like, at all.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, it should, like, you say it doesn't run.
I heard a joke. Let me just say
I know I probably didn't say it right, but still.
They say it runs in the family. I'm like, why are you lying? Nobody runs in your family.
Like, come on. Like,
gosh damn.
Like, stop playing around. Like,
funniest shit I ever. What are you about to say, Gian?
No. I was just to add to what Beast was saying. It's like it's not in your genetics. First of all, what actions are you doing to subside to that weight to like take it off? You know what I'm saying? And then number two, it's like, let's be real. Like, I'm not trying to sound funny or clown, but like you need to like stop eating so much, like for real, because that's what it really is about.
All that craving.
Like honestly, start practicing fasting. Start doing fasting techniques. It's easier said than done. It's hard.
It is.
But shit, people do. You can start off small, baby steps.
I'm sorry, I'm geeking right now.
Like, I'm serious because I fast all the time. You know what I'm saying? But like you really just need to like cut down your calories or like stop eating the bullshit that you eat. Like switch up your diet because
that was the main thing for me. I stopped eating the junk food. I was eating a lot of sweets. I haven't not been eating any sweets. in the last like 2 weeks now.
Right.
And I've literally lost like 15 pounds.
Just cutting out sugar by itself will change your body's look and biology. Just cutting out sugar completely.
Yeah, exactly. It's fact.
I'm telling you.
It's very true. I brought some junk food. I'm not even really eating it. I'm not, sorry, I got off the mic a little bit, but
I got a protein bar, you know what I'm saying?
I bought some like bag of chicken and some Doritos in a can and shit. I'm like, man, I was on the way here. I was like, man, I don't feel like eating this shit.
Right. I've had that moment a few times too. Coming here, like I'm like, should I stop somewhere and get something to eat? Nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna get a water or something.
Exactly.
Like, just you know what I'm saying? No, see, it's those kind of.
I'm thinking about food right now. I'm thinking about food right now, bro. I'm not gonna cap.
Typical wide receiver. Niggas with the fastest metabolisms, just like they're the fastest on the field and shit. Niggas just in and out.
As y'all saying,
not even talking about the burgers. In and out.
I never even had that.
Speaking of, you heard this. So the NBA draft, right? You know the Rockets draft.
I didn't even see what happened on that.
So Rockets drafted. I think that was a decent pick. I'm not gonna lie.
What they get?
They got that point guard. What's his name? I forgot his last name. He's a 6'7" point guard. Apparently,
really good.
Yeah, apparently he's like athletic as fuck. He's 6'7". He's shifty. He can pass real good.
He's like a slightly taller John Morant.
Right, he's like a slightly tall. He's like 6'7", John Moran, or like a 6'7".
Or like Alonzo.
No, but more athletic though.
Yeah, but more athletic. He's like a more athletic Alonzo. Because like Alonzo got that vision though.
Right.
That's one thing.
Okay, I gotta see what's up with that.
But yeah,
only thing with him, I think he just needs to get develop some sort of jump shot. He'll be straight.
Yeah, no wonder you say John Morant, because right now he definitely needs to work on it.
Yeah, they all do. The point guard we drafted, Alonzo and Jaw, they all could work on their jump shot, get more consistent.
Right. For me, for a point guard, it's like at least get a mid range, bro. Like
like Chris Paul.
Like Chris Paul. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he'll at least get a mid range.
He'll butter you up.
They could definitely
right.
Look, he's definitely going to be coming off the bench. That's how I see it, because he's not going to be starting over Steph. He might go to 2, but they're not going to put.
No, what's going to happen? Steph to the 2.
They can put Steph at the 2.
And Chris Paul's going to be the 1, but he's not going to play as many minutes. He'll start, but he just doesn't play as many minutes. They're going to move play to the wing.
To the wing?
Yes. Because the league's getting smaller, like power forwards don't have to be that big. So that's why Andrew Wiggins is going to be a power forward. And then that's why Kuminga, Wiseman, or Looney, which rotate them for the 7.
I don't know if the league's getting smaller because.
Well, I'll say, of course, after because Victor just got drafted.
Victor, we 6'7" point guard. Yeah. Like I don't know if the league's getting smaller.
He's on the Spurs. First overall, he moves like KD at 7'2".
You know, they're really good developing team, so I already know they're gonna do their thing.
And he's got Coach Pop, bro. Like, he's a good coach to go for.
I was still one of my childhood homies, Josh Brandon. He is one of the trainers for the Spurs.
Oh, bro?
Yeah, he's a basketball trainer.
Oh shit!
And he's gonna have a lot of his hands full training Victor.
Right.
I don't even know how to say his last name.
Wembanyama. They call him Wemby.
Yeah. Let's give me
Wemby.
Like 444, like Wendy's.
Wendy?
Like Wendy.
Oh, Wendy. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Without this, so it's Wendy's, but instead of a D, it's an M. So Wemby.
Wemby. Yeah, it is Wemby. Yeah, you're right. They call him Wemby.
Wemby.
Yeah, W-E-B-Y.
Yeah, W-E-M-B-Y. Yeah.
Okay.
Wemby. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I would compare what the Rockets are starting to do is like how the Texans are starting to do. They're rebuilding for the better. It's not like
they have to.
Because like the whole D'Amico Ryans thing and how he drafted, I can see promise in our future. Just like I can see the promise with the young talent that we have on the Rockets.
Right.
Like
and the head coach, I like Udoka.
And Udoka.
I like Udoka.
We got D'Amico Ryans, we got Udoka. The Rockets, we got the right mindset, former players,
right,
coaches.
Right.
You know, that could relate to the players in multi.
Because I think the previous coach for the Rockets, Steven Silas, I think the players started to lose respect for him. Like, he was too soft. Like, he was too nice.
Facts.
And Doka is not going to put up with no bullshit. He's going to be like, look, nigga, you either going to do this right here, do this system, or I'm going to bench you. I'm going to trade you or something.
Or he might sleep with one of the front office's wives.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't put that bad juju on him like that.
Hey, he gotta do what he gotta do to win.
He was in the finals, right?
I think so.
Hey, shit,
man.
He's gonna get us paid. Shit.
That's hilarious, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on,
man.
I'm trying to put food on my.
And they're slandering his name, but it was consensual. So why was it? And we know that it was a wife of a front office dude, like the dude that works in the front office. We know that. We had to find that out. Right. The media wasn't gonna put her out there, but they're just slandering Udoka, And I didn't even know that he was married. He's married to Nia Long.
Was he really?
Yeah, they have a kid together, I think, too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he cheated on Nia Long with that front office man, the front office dude's wife. And they exposed him, but they put her name out there.
Wow. Damn.
And guess what? Side note on Nia Long. I saw Nia Long on like a talk show or some shit, and she was talking about how when she was apparently this was a thing in the 90s or something, but when she was like in high school, she was dating a dude that was like 30. While she was in high school, like she was definitely under 18. And she was dating a dude that was like 30, and her mom.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah,
I think I heard about that.
And guess who else was also like in that? That's why we should have been skeptical of R. Kelly way before, because he married Aaliyah when she was 15. He was 26,
right?
And the parents consented that, right? And it's just like, what is fuck is going on?
Like, how?
Right?
It's like some common denominators that I just noticed. And like that's why these people are the way they are, because like they've been this way, you know. And like if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it ain't a cow, you know. So shit, crazy, man. It's just all these type of things I notice.
Little things.
I was trying to think. It's another thing that's going on. You already talked about Connor and Zion.
Something I was gonna bring up.
The submarine. We talked about that too. What you're about to bring up something?
Oh, the submarine thing. That was what I wanted to get back to that. They were talking about like it imploded. You know what an implosion looks like? It's basically like when you have an empty water bottle and you like crush it.
Yeah, the pressure.
Yeah, like it caves in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is my gripe about the fucking submarine shit. Common sense, bro. It's like you have these people who are supposed to be experts going deep under sea. Like, if you don't get to a certain level, the pressure is not going to crush you. Mm-hmm. So what did they expect to happen when they got too deep? With the pressure to crush them. It's like, y'all are supposed to be the specialists that's supposed to be, that y'all are the ones that are supposed to know more than anyone else. That's why you're down there. Right. They're not going to send people that aren't qualified. Yeah. And they just, it's just so dumb.
You know, the director, James Cameron?
Yeah.
Like, apparently because he was the director for the Titanic movie, apparently he's done like...
that's the name of the damn submarine, was Titanic.
Yeah.
That right there.
Wait. The name of the
Titan. The Titan.
The Titan. Okay. I was going to say the name of the submarine.
I see on that. Because I see that Titan getting crushed. Titanic to me.
Yeah, you're right.
Play on words.
No, but apparently James Cameron, he's been down there like to the Titanic multiple times when he was filming the movie The Titanic. Like he actually did deep dives like down there multiple times with no problems. Like no issues. So they interviewed him on, I think it was like Fox or CNN or something. What? One of those like mainstream media. And he was basically saying there's no excuse for what happened. Because of what you said, right? Like there was professionals down there. Like why is there was like a certain technology that was inside the submarine that shouldn't have been used. Like they were using some sort of like submariner technology that's like new or something like that for that Titan submarine. And James Cameron was like, nah, they shouldn't even use that. It's unacceptable to use that type of shit. Like, you know. And
that makes sense.
He was like, yeah, that's why they were at risk. And
apparently they're using like a joystick.
Yeah, they said they were using an Xbox controller.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
They use Xbox controllers for drones and shit in the military.
Well, that makes sense because like instead of having to use a cursor or a mouse or anything like that, a lot of times you can play like computer games and plug in your Xbox controller because it's like USB based,
right?
And then you plug it in because it's also Microsoft is computerized anyway, and you can play like a computer game with your Xbox controller. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. But like controlling a submarine with a controller or a joystick,
that's crazy.
I mean,
right?
I think about Atari. Shit. Oh, yeah, video game. I was like, I ain't playing with my wife with a controller.
Shit. Hey, you say that now, and then when this AI shit takes over, the AI's gonna be doing everything.
Have y'all seen those AI dogs?
No.
The Android dogs? So it was on. The first time I ever seen it was the third season of Dave, the Little Dicky show, which is a good show, funny as fuck. But there's like, because Benny Blanco had an Android dog as a pet, so it's literally like it's literally like a AI dog, and like it can sit and it'll come to you and do like dog like gestures.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a dog, but it's a robot. It's an Android. It's an AI dog.
I've seen robot dogs.
It doesn't like actually like look like a dog, but it looks like a four-legged android. It's a four-legged android that acts like a dog.
Just like Jimmy Neutron, Goddard.
Yeah, but Goddard actually looks like a dog. Yeah, but like it's like a Goddard. The mannerisms is Goddard-like.
Wow. I've seen robot dogs before performed by like this one company. This was like years ago. I've seen videos of like robot dogs doing flips and like jumping on boxes and shit like that. I've seen videos of that.
I just now remember because you brought that up. They're actually, you can buy them. It's $7,000 for one of those dogs.
Only 7,000?
7,000. I want to say 7,000. I could be wrong. It might be more, but they are purchasable.
Wow.
I want to say 7,000 is probably the minimum.
That'd be pretty good.
And I'd say like between 7,000 and like 17,000. Something around that.
If it's only 7,000, that must mean they've made a lot of them.
I know.
Because I would think something like that would be way more than $7,000.
And everything. People, everybody would probably like want to get that. At least
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see the first one. I'm waiting to see the first one. I'm like, it's only a matter of time that you're gonna see these.
Apparently, I could be wrong, but some police forces in the country have like robot like dogs and shit.
Like canines.
Yeah, robot canines and all that.
What?
I won't be surprised. I mean, I could be wrong, but I won't be surprised.
Imagine like, they're doing drug searches. And instead of like the dog sniffing around, the fucking Android has like an X-ray and they can fucking
scan the room.
You might have shit digged up. You might
They might even have that technology, but they're just trying to figure out how to fucking utilize it, right?
Yeah, because when it comes to the government now, they have a lot.
They do got a lot, man.
That they aren't letting us know about.
I'm pretty sure they got.
That's why Area 51's a thing, huh?
I'm pretty sure they got teleporting and all that shit. Figured out, man.
Shit. Probably.
Speed trains, all that shit, man.
Why do they try and pretend? Why do they still pretend like Area 51 don't exist?
Yeah.
When that shit, we all know it exists at this point. Let's just be real. The general population knows that Area 51 is real. We know that. Like, they still try. If you go on your Google Maps right now and you go to the state of Nevada and go to the location where Area 51 is, they have it blanked out. Like, it's not there. Like, they have like a white spot there. And it's like, what the fuck?
So
why?
Like, of course. Look at Area 51, but
we know it's there. Like, like
they have all those landmines around.
Yeah, like
miles and miles in advance.
We've been getting information about Area 51 since the 50s, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, bro,
wow.
I feel like that's the government playing with our intelligence, like insulting our intelligence. Like, what?
That's exactly
like,
what they're doing.
We can
these gullible, goofy goobers.
Right.
They're just gonna go with whatever narrative we put in front of them anyway.
It's crazy, man.
Some people will though.
They don't know how many that more and more people are becoming based in seeing the realities instead of just taking the blue pill and just going with emotion.
Right.
A lot more people are going out their way to find the truth.
And you can thank the internet for that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Exactly.
The internet is the game changer.
It's the gateway. Yeah, it's the game changer, the gateway to all the real information, the truth.
Yeah.
It's literally at your fingertips. Anybody could bust out their phone, and if they have some sort of proactive thought of trying to find information, they can it's at their fingertips. Literally, you could get your phone and like do research on your phone.
You don't have to press a button. You just hold a button and just say it.
They've gotten it to the point. They've gotten it to the point where you don't even have to type. Yeah. That's how easy it is for everybody.
True. It's not just like Siri or Google. It's like all engines have it.
Right.
Have the voice commands.
Right.
Damn.
This AI is about to be crazy. iRobot shit, man. Soon enough, man.
That's what I'm worried about, man. Because I'm watching iRobot.
I seen it too. Honestly, that one got me like the only questionable.
I don't know if I'm in that type of future, dog.
Yeah.
All these artificial intelligence, and then they could dress them up. They can make them look as real as fuck. Like people
don't say they'll pay you.
Spoiler alert!
Your face.
Spoiler alert! Will Smith is a robot.
You do got them clone movies and all that.
That's right. iRobot. He's a robot. The whole time he's fighting against these robots, not knowing that he's a robot. He doesn't look like a robot.
Speaking of clone movie, you speaking about the Gemini man.
That's why I know
he's younger. I'm like, bro, he look just like it when he was younger.
Bro, how did they do that?
I know
he look like Fresh Prince Will Smith.
I was like, damn, bro.
He's got the gray hairs now. He look like Fresh Prince. He has a flat top for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Wait, I heard they were making a remake of another of I Am Legend, I believe it was.
Yeah, they're doing I Am Legend too. Michael B. Jordan.
They have a sequel.
No, Will Smith is still gonna be the main guy.
Oh yeah.
But Michael B. Jordan's gonna be in it too.
I'm pretty sure he's still gonna look younger and everything. I'm be like, how? How?
Yeah, you know what they're gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Makeup, that's great. Makeup, put it on your everything, I guess. But nah, CGI definitely gotta be
CGI.
Yeah, CGI.
That's
what they're gonna say. They're gonna say CGI, but you know.
But it's really an Android. It's an AI.
Yeah, you're right. It could be AI. You know, clone. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the holographics too, like how they did with Tupac and all that, made him look like he was performing.
They said Kodak had a clone. I was like,
Kodak had a what?
They said that he had a clone.
They said the same thing about Gucci too.
Oh yeah,
Gucci.
Yeah, I seen the picture of the Gucci one. He just a lookalike.
Yeah, I mean.
They said about LeBron. I don't know, y'all seen that on court.
For real?
It was like, there was LeBron, and then somebody on the court looked, super swole, had like a certain hat, the beard and all that. I was like, so who's that guy? I was like, I mean, he do look like him.
Don't look like they just wrong with it.
I mean, like, he looked like him, but I was like, nah.
Nah, that ain't
I'm gonna get on the court right now then if he really LeBron.
Right. Get on the court right now. Get some buckets right now.
I want to see you do a tomahawk. Tomahawk is like in game.
Right.
Until I see that, I don't know.
Right.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
You heard about there's like, I want to say like 30 something countries around the world have gotten together and banded together for a new currency, to use a new currency to buy oil exports. They're basically trying to say we don't want to use the dollar anymore to buy oil. We're going to use this currency. Like 30 countries. They've got more.
U.S.
Pretty much.
I take that as.
I think it's countries like India, China, Russia, Saudi.
United Nations.
It's majority of
the United Nations.
Right. Africa. There's a lot of African countries that are on board with it too, and like they're all banding together.
Nigeria, right?
I don't know if Cameroon. I think Nigeria is part of it.
Shit.
I don't know about Cameroon though.
Sorry, Beats.
But it's called the BCRIS currency.
BCR.
It's an acronym that stands for something, but you basically it's basically a currency that they're creating to use to buy oil
it's
exports.
Not crypto either.
No, this is real currency.
Like you can hold the
like actual currency.
Not just on card, but like
right,
and coins.
And one of the main things that's going to hurt the U.S. about this is the fact that Saudi Arabia is on board. They just.
You see what they've been doing over there, bro?
Yeah,
I know.
They got too much bread, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
They bought the WWE.
No, they didn't buy it. No, they were in talks. They were in talks, but WWE was sold to UFC's parent company called I forgot the name of the company.
I know.
There's a company that owns UFC.
But like they have a lot of events in Saudi Arabia and shit.
They do.
That.
Yeah.
Like they just had the recent pay-per-view, wrestling pay-per-view was in Saudi Arabia, and like you see the people in the crowd is like a lot of people with what's that Hashibs or I can't think of the name of the fucking outfits. The Muslim people. The outfits that they be wearing.
Oh, the hijabs.
Yeah, hijabs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You see a bunch of people with hijabs in the damn stands at a wrestling event because they're in Saudi Arabia. And I'm like, those people are people that probably got some serious money that they're putting into that.
Right.
So it's like that's why I assumed. That's why I thought they bought out WWE.
No, it was UFC's parent company called.
But it makes sense that UFC would have something to do with it because Dana White and them, those brothers, Fertitta brothers, and all that shit.
Right.
They got a lot of traction and pull, and they be bringing all sorts of things into their industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got that Prime shit that the Paul brothers, Logan Paul has Prime.
Who has that?
Drinks.
Who?
Prime. UFC is
Okay.
sponsoring Prime instead of like they used to be big on the Monsters, so now they got Prime, and they're using Prime like how they used to use Monster.
I do remember that shit, and they did change it.
Yep, exactly.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, I don't know how much you are into boxing, but I'm happy about what boxing's been doing lately, putting the fights that we all want to see. That's why people started transitioning from boxing to MMA.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
I don't know it.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to ask one day. I did not know the Wi-Fi
What was
password.
it? I remember them saying it.
What about boxing?
No,
about the Wi-Fi password? I don't know it. But if you want to get it real quick,
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Y'all.
Okay.
I was just gonna bring up like finally like that's why a lot of people transition from boxing. Like we grew up watching boxing before MMA was like big, and then like we started transitioning to MMA and UFC because like you get the fights that you want to see when it's supposed to happen, while the boxing would be like strategic and they don't want to lose and they'll cherry pick their fights, and they want to set up the ideal fight that everyone wants to see until they're like past their prime and all that shit. But they're actually finally doing it the right way, like how Tank Davis fought Ryan Garcia.
And that crazy.
Like back in the day, like 10 years ago, that fight would probably never happen or happen when they're older, and it wouldn't be like that ideal fight that we wanted to see. And then now they have Errol Spence about to fight Bud Terry Crawford in their primes, and then they have Devin Haney fight Lomachenko while they're in their primes. And then,
that's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, it's just a lot. And then like they had the Tyson Fury, the Wilder. That's the one that started finally having these guys fight at their peaks. And
those fights, like, that fight there, like all of them was.
I know there's 3 of them. There's 3 of those Tyson Fury Wilder fights.
Which one?
Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder.
Oh yeah, they had a trilogy.
Yeah, they had a trilogy,
Yeah.
and all of them are dope. All of them are good fights. I could watch all 3 fights like back to back to back, like they're brand new.
I feel like low key. I feel like Tyson Fury should have lost the first one. I'm a big
Nah, bro. That draw was bullshit because he's the only one.
The ref kind of so slow. The ref was hesitant.
That nigga rolls like Undertaker though. He was out.
He really did.
He was out, dog.
He really did.
And then he just rolls. Something clicked at 5, and he just like, all right. Let's go. And then he started piecing them up as soon as he got, like, when they got back in the fight, he beat them that point forward. But, like, you can't call it a draw when only one person was knocked down twice. Like, he knocked down Fury twice.
Like, come on.
And the ref delayed the second count. And he still got a draw. They just wanted another fight. That's why they did it.
Yeah, I think
that's good money.
Yeah, they did. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, that ref, man.
And that's another thing. Refs play a role and judges play a role. If it's not a knockout, And it goes to the judges. You never know, man.
Endeavor is the parent company, by the way. That's why I'm just for UFC.
You said who was?
The company Endeavor is the one with Endeavor were the ones that bought
WWE. You bringing the laptops
so
we can Google shit
real time. You know what I'm saying?
Internet.
That's like you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like
our fact checker.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact checker.
I have to get shit. We elevated. We upgraded. All right.
Yeah, you know we got
slowly but surely. We got the merch.
We got the
laptop on deck. You know what I'm saying?
You know he's shooting live right now.
You know.
We out here.
You know what I'm saying? So
moving on up like the Jeffersons, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Episode 10.
Episode 10. Only 10.
Wisdom Talk Podcast, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Yes, sir. Exactly. Episode 10. We already. I still remember when we were just talking about the shit, and now we're 10 episodes in.
Right.
That's crazy.
No, but what I was saying about the currency, though. The reason why Saudi Arabia is more important, it's crucial for the U.S. in a bad way.
Resources.
Because Saudi Arabia is the number one oil export to the U.S. Even though the majority of oil deposits are in Africa.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia is the exporter of oil to the U.S. So if Saudi Arabia, which they're about to get on board with that currency. Once they get on board with that currency,
once they get on, everybody.
Yeah, they're gonna come. They're gonna be like, "Hey, we're using this currency now."
They're gonna find
now you're on our terms. Now you're on our terms. Anyone that wants to join us has to.
It's more like anybody who wants to buy oil from us use this currency. You have to use this currency because this is the currency we used for oil export.
Mm-hmm.
And the U.S. if that currency and if it becomes more valuable than the dollar, which it will. You know what I mean? Because all the countries that band together, the more countries you get on board, the higher the value goes up, right?
Exactly.
So that currency, let's say $1 of that currency equals 25 cents of U.S. currency, right?
That's gonna be tough.
If oil costs $4 a barrel, for an example, right? Then that's gonna be 25.
You're saying like you're saying it's 4,
right?
Like you're saying like this example is that one of our dollars is $4 there.
Exactly.
So that's why.
That's what I meant to say. The backwards, the opposite, right? That's what I meant to say.
I was like, you're gonna have to multiply. I'm like, you can multiply 25.
So it's a $1 here.
$1 equals $4 of our shit, right?
Like that $4 barrel that you're referring.
So if it's like if it's $100 a barrel, then it's gonna cost the U.S. $400 a barrel to get. You see what I'm saying? So that
they gotta multiply it.
Right. So it's gonna be more expensive. If you're gonna use dollars, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna cost you more dollars than it would that currency. You know what I'm saying?
Supply and demand.
Right. So that's gonna hurt our economy if we do that because we thrive on oil and gas. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the dollar is already plummeting like itself right now.
Right. That you bring up Saudi Arabia and their relations with the U.S. because my dad, from when I was born until like 7 years old, he was overseas working as petroleum engineer in Saudi Arabia.
Oh shit!
So like my earliest memories, I just see this nigga every couple months. I'm like, who's this man? Who's this man that comes around every couple months and then he's gone for most of the year?
Right. And
then I had the process like, oh, this is my dad. After he stopped doing that, he just was home full time, and I was like, oh. This is what that is. I look like that nigga too. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, that nigga was in Saudi Arabia doing the engineering thing over there.
Yeah.
Really working for the States the whole time, but over there, overseas, helping them extract the resources of the oil and gas.
Right.
As a petroleum engineer. And it's like, damn, all this shit pieces up. And that's why it will be hella crucial if they do get Saudi Arabia on that currency.
Because it'll hurt the U.S. It'll hurt the U.S. economy.
Just like how we look out for Israel for similar resourceful reasons.
Right.
Same shit with Saudi Arabia.
Now imagine, okay, now that's just for oil and gas. Let's say all these countries band together and then they're like, you know what? We're going to also use this currency for food export. Engine export, cobalt, all these exports. They slowly start to transition. Tobacco. They slowly start to transition into this currency Now all of a sudden, this is the universal currency that's used for everything.
Because right now it's the U.S. dollar.
Yeah. Right. Because right now it's the U.S. dollar.
But other countries have spiked for it.
Exactly. So they're trying to basically start off with oil and gas.
Yeah.
Now, let's say this transitions over to everything else. Now, the U.S. is going to be fucking out of there, bro.
Yeah.
Economy, like our economy is going to go to shit.
We're built off of our resources.
Right, well, off of other people's resources.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. We're built off of other people's resources. Like, think about all the things that are made in China. Look at the bottom of the camera we're using. I bet I'll find the made in China on that shit. Look at the tags on the shirts and shit.
Cell phones, cobalt.
Yeah,
cobalt comes from Africa. It comes from the Congo. You know what I'm saying? And that. They have cobalt mines. They have a whole documentary on this you can watch on YouTube about the cobalt mines. How they get the cobalt, basically take the cobalt and put it to the cell phone manufacturing companies, like the major ones, and then they use the cobalt to make the cell phone. Because that's how the cell phone's able to get signal. It's the cobalt. Yeah,
it makes sense.
So like, yeah, bro. Like, imagine if they're like, all right, well, we are going to start using this currency. So you got to use this currency to buy cobalt from us. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, right?
There's nothing you can do now. I got to go get this to get this.
Everything in the U.S., it's going to hurt us. You know why? Because, like, that means that everything's going to get expensive now. Everything.
Yeah.
Groceries, water, fucking toilet paper.
Inflation isn't already a thing.
It's going to be ridiculous.
It's going to be more inflated.
It's going to be fucking ridiculous.
The middle class is going to go crazy. The poor is going to
The middle class will be the new poor.
Facts.
And then upper class is gonna be the new norm. That's the only way you gonna actually survive while struggling.
You're gonna have really rich or really poor. You're not gonna have an in between.
Yeah, damn, that's fucked.
That's how it's gonna be in the U.S. But that's why it's something to keep an eye on, because like there's already 30 countries that are on board with this shit already. Yeah. I saw the report.
The good thing is there's a good 170 countries in total, so 30. It's like,
but you got to remember what 30.
15%. But
what 30 though? What countries?
But still, once he said Saudi Arabia, I'm like, that's a good one.
That's why I was like, damn. But that's why I was like,
good allies doing
China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, India. There's some African countries. I forgot the African countries. I think Egypt was one of them.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna talk my shit about Russia. Russia's looking bad right now, though. Because that war with Ukraine should have been over, but Ukraine low-key is winning.
You know why they're winning, though, right? Because they have our help.
Yeah. Oh, I was talking to that with my coworker, and he brought the same point. Well, they're winning because they're using U.S. technology.
Bro, I saw a report.
Dropping bombs on Russian soldiers that are just out there. It's chilling in their AC, but it's a U.S. drone that's dropping that bomb. They're chilling in their AC bases, though.
I saw a report that the American government accidentally wired $3 billion to Ukraine, bro. $3 billion.
I think I did hear.
Did you hear about that? Bro. I saw that article the other day, bro. This was like yesterday.
No way.
They accidentally, quote unquote.
It was an accident because they got caught.
They said, whoops, $3 billion to Ukraine.
If it never became
right? That's a lot of money. You're just sending off for no reason.
Yeah, it's saying $3, $30, $300. Yeah, but you don't accidentally send 3 B's.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Not even 3 M's.
Right.
Not even 300,000.
But not last night, bro. Come on, stop playing with us, bro.
And this is after they already got, what was it, like $400 million in aid already? Or something like that, some ridiculous number.
To think,
bro, the reason why Ukraine is in this war still is because of the U.S., bro. Period.
That's facts.
Like, because our tax dollars
still looks bad though.
No, they do, but
it's
they have a Western power that's pumping money into that. We're basically fighting this war against Russia. Basically, Ukraine is just a
it's a cold war that should have happened.
Yeah, we're basically
it never happened.
Yeah, we're basically fighting Russia right now. Like, that's what's going on because of all the money you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? That whole
$3 billion
thing that you're talking about could be the tipping point of the Third World War. Is this currency?
It
could be.
Because the U.S. ain't gonna have it.
Like, when you name the countries that are with it, yeah, exactly. It's countries that we don't fuck with, like the Chinas and the Russians.
China, Russia. India,
yeah.
Egypt.
Like,
There's some African. I think Nigeria is one of them.
Those most of those countries are countries that it's not our enemy, but we don't fuck with them.
Right. There's some European countries too. I forgot. I think France was one of them. I want to say.
I don't like France either. I had to talk shit about France. The whole socialist type of thing. Like they're a failing society. I'm sorry. France. They try to do the whole like. I like to think about egalitarianism and all that stuff, and like equality and equality upon opportunity is a thing, but like they're trying to do like a communism type of approach, like equity and all that, and that just doesn't bode well because some people are gonna work harder than other people, and they deserve to be compensated. Capitalism works the best.
But capitalism
it comes with greed, though.
Capitalism has its flaws too.
It does, but everything has flaws. But which one has the least flaws? Which one has historically worked the best? Because they've had all these societies are matriarchy.
I mean, if you're talking about from an individual standpoint, then capitalism is great for the individual.
Yeah.
But for the community, then that's up for debate. You know what I'm saying? Like that's up for debate as for large numbers.
We haven't found anything that to work for the community because like there's things that are built for the community that don't work in longevity for the community because then it takes other hits. It's taking money from other people that deserves it and giving out to people that are less deserving just to try to balance it out.
Right.
And they don't use them opportunities of resources properly because they did have to grind for it, so they just abuse it.
Right.
So that's where it fucks up.
My bad. It's like a crooked cop.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, exactly. On some crooked cop shit.
Yeah.
The intentions are good, but they abuse that power.
Yeah.
Right.
Because once they get caught up, we got to pay for it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Once they get sued.
The taxpayers got to pay for it at the end.
Right.
So it's like, I know it's controversial what I'm talking about right now. I'm just talking shit.
But I mean, capitalism, it can work. I think it could be the best option if there's a community aspect involved with it. But that community aspect isn't by force. It's by the choice of the individual.
Yeah, it's the willingness of.
So that's a dice. That's a roll of the dice because you don't know how that individual is that is capitalizing off of capitalism. You see what I'm saying?
You're helping me get to a point where I'm trying to make is that it's more about the people coming together, where like you can maximize.
Socialism forces people to come together.
Yeah, it does. That's the good part of socialism. At the same time,
that force comes with limitations.
Yes, exactly. It's like
capitalism has limitations too. If you implement a tax system, taxes, and you have an IRS that's in place. You know what I mean? That kind of puts, that takes away a lot of your.
IRS is always
economic freedom, so to speak. You know what I mean? They're gonna take some of your bread.
Yep, every year,
and they just to help out build
every over here.
Just to help out, just to accidentally send Ukraine $3 billion.
Yeah, accidentally.
When us taxpayers are wondering where our money's going, and you find out that $3 billion is being sent to another country. $3 billion that we could use in our own country.
We poor, bro.
That's but you can spread it amongst the more struggling communities, just so that not just give them all of it, but give them some that make their lives just that much better.
Right.
But instead, they're prioritizing another country, just for hidden agenda incentives that they really want to have after they. Hey, we looked out for y'all, so now y'all owe us. That's really their intentions behind it.
Right.
I honestly think
they don't. Our country doesn't care about Ukraine like that. It's just that they can see an opportunity of looking out for Ukraine. It makes our country look better as far as like, hey, we'll defend other smaller countries from the bullies and we could get something out of that country as far as resources or opportunities, or now they're our ally. They have to look out for us.
And Ukraine is literally right next to Russia. It borders Russia, so U.S. is looking at it like this is strategic positioning. If we help out Ukraine, we could put some bases here. We can build forts here and set up shop and always watch Russia across the board. Always have eyes on them. So it's really, I feel like it's more strategic as to why we're doing it. We're not doing it because we care.
It's always a hidden agenda.
We're doing it because it's a good spot to peep Russia, to spy on Russia. You know what I mean?
Just like how we have our bases, outside South Korea that's close enough where you can see the North Korean flag.
Oh, word?
We were watching that shit.
Really?
Yeah. We have bases in South Korea.
Well, I know that, but I didn't know they were that close to North Korea.
Yeah, where it's like, where it's like maybe like 1,000 yards away, like. Because one of my employees, she was just in Japan and South Korea, and she took a picture on that same type of base layer.
Yeah. And
took a picture, and when you zoom in on the picture, you could see the North Korean flag. That's how close she was.
Wow.
To the border.
Wow.
Of North Korea and South Korea.
Damn, the U.S. don't be they be building their shit like right on the edge. We're gonna do it right here on the edge, like right here on the line.
And you can only go so far because then there's landmines.
So North Korea probably has
exactly. Yeah. So like,
that's good to know.
And the tourist guide lets them know, hey, we can only go this far because of that reason.
Oh wow!
She's like,
go at your own risk.
She's like, what the fuck? And she's telling me about it when she got back from her vacation. She's telling me about it. I'm like, wow. And she showed me. I seen the picture. I would have her send me the screenshot of the picture. So I could show it to y'all or send it to the group.
That's crazy.
So you can zoom in. You're gonna see the North. I don't even remember how the North Korean flag looked like, but I just saw this flag. I used my context clues, and I just put two and two together. I was like, you're in South Korea, and you want me to look at this picture and zoom in on the flag? I'm like, don't tell me that's North Korea flag. She was like, yeah. I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
Fuck,
you're right there.
What the fuck? You're right there. You can
crazy.
say that.
I'd be like, hey, don't step on me. You might start something.
I'm like, I seen the interview. Shouts to James Franco and Seth Rogen. I seen the interview. That was a good movie.
Bro, that was a crazy movie.
I don't know Jim Kong Yul, whatever the fuck that nigga's name.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. I don't know if he really likes Katy Perry, but he does like Dennis Rodman, because Dennis Rodman could go North Korea and back to the States anytime.
Oh yeah, he has free access.
Yeah, he has free access.
He just be hitting them up and be like, hey, I'm gonna come see you.
Hey man, let's kick it.
Yeah.
Like,
that's cool as hell.
Well, out of all the people, Dennis Rodman
and Roy Jones. No, is it Roy Jones? No, Roy Jones has Russia. It's Russia with Roy Jones.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to have an invitation to go to Russia. You have to be invited.
I did hear about that too.
So that's apparently cool then. Roy Jones and Putin are probably cool.
At least like either that or government officials over there are cool.
Because I know, isn't Trump cool with Putin?
I think so. I think so.
That's why, like, when he was president, it was like the most peaceful time between the.
I'm not gonna lie, he was running shit doing that though. I give it to him on that.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, he's definitely a businessman for sure.
Well, the thing is with Trump is like he never really implemented any policies to harm black people.
No,
he didn't. Biden though.
Yeah,
Joe Biden has in his historical.
Funny, bro. He was selling.
You know what
I mean? He like I seen like a clip of him say some like a racial slur. I forgot what he said. Something like it was like in the 70s or 80s or something like that. It's like a younger Biden. He's been
since the 60s.
Yeah,
50s, or 60s or something.
And he said some nigger big shots or something. Like that. On a press conference, he was talking. He said these niggas big shots. Right. And I'm like, this nigga out here saying nigga.
Yeah.
With the R-E-R.
Yeah.
Like, and he's a president now.
Yeah, that's different times back then.
I talk so much shit about Biden because like my mom's super liberal and Democrat and shit. I talk so much shit about Biden, she hates it. But I'm like, I didn't really like Trump as a president either.
Yeah, Trump was kind of whack too.
He was arrogant as fuck.
He was kind of whack too, but at the same time, he didn't do anything to harm us though.
He was just arrogant.
He was arrogant. He was a buffoon sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
But like squirting and shit.
But he wasn't harmful.
He wasn't harmful towards black people. Biden there's historical evidence that shows that Biden has signed off on laws. He's said things in press conferences and in Congress.
He favors the gay people more than black people.
Of course, he favors everybody except for black people.
Exactly.
Hispanics, Asians. He's had executive orders done for these groups. You know what I'm saying?
To think that the whole LGBTQ community is only 3% of our country, while there's 13% of black people in our country. And they look out for the Pride Month this month, and they favor protecting them over us, even though there's way more of us than them. But they do not prioritize us at all. They try to keep us separated because they know, this is my theory, is that if black people come together, if black people stick together like most of the other races end up doing, we will be the most powerful.
Yeah.
And that's why they try to make us against each other so much as possible, and they try to put that in mainstream media and make black on black crime and all this stuff. Like, there's not white on white crime or Hispanic on Hispanic crime. But they just try to polarize, making us look like the bad guys to some extent, or the edgy, short-tempered people and stuff like that.
I think we are the most powerful because of the fact that we've constantly had to like persevere over the years, over history, time and time again. We'll come up only for them to tear us down every time. Exactly. So that in itself makes us the most powerful because no other group has had that adversity.
We're the most resilient.
You know what I'm saying? Which makes us the most powerful, in my opinion. Because if you have to go out of your way to stifle these people when they're doing better, they're doing great with no help. You know what I'm saying? We have not gotten reparations.
No.
We've been enslaved for hundreds of years. And we still are making it and persevering. And then you still have to go out of your way to harm these people and bring them. That makes those people the most powerful. I'm talking about the people that you're harming. You know what I'm saying?
How long was the Holocaust?
How long was it? It was
like maybe like 12 years or something.
Yeah. The black people's Holocaust in America was 400 plus years.
400 years.
That was their Holocaust, right? Okay, then. That's what I'm saying.
Who was compensated and maximized on their compensations were like
everybody but black folks. Everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody but black folks were compensated to some magnitude. You know what I'm saying? Like
why it gotta be like that?
I even noticed at my job at BMW, most of the employees are Spanish or like Hispanic and Latino.
Really?
And they're like to me, controversial take. They're like the new white. They're super accepted by everybody.
Well, you have a lot of white Hispanics though. Or you have a lot of Hispanics that check the white box on their application.
Both sides.
Not only is it by the physical, but it's by the way they think too. Exactly. They think like they're white. They're a lot more accepted
because they're like, I'd say pigmentation plays a role. They're not as dark, so they're not as intimidating.
But then you literally have like white Hispanics, like
the
Hispanic people that look white, that you wouldn't know if they were Hispanic until they speak, and then you're like, oh shit,
you
you're
speak Spanish or you hear an accent.
Yeah,
exactly. There's plenty. I've worked with plenty of them.
Yeah.
I like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, there was a girl at Costco. I was like, damn, this white girl is kind of cute. She got a body on her. Find out she's Spanish as fuck. She's from Mexico and shit.
Yeah, see?
And I like, go figure why she. It looks like that. And then, fluent ass Spanish. If you didn't hear her open her mouth, you'll think she's like a kind of nerdy. Like, she has glasses on. Like, you think she's just a thick, nerdy looking white girl.
No, right.
She's Spanish as fuck. And I see all these old white guys always trying to talk to her and stuff. Little do they know that she's not white. Like, would they still be trying to talk to her if they knew that she was Mexican? like the old creepy white guys they are. I don't know. I doubt it. She could play both sides. You know.
Did you hear about the Amber Rose thing? Because they were talking about the whole black and white right there.
What Amber Rose thing?
Yeah,
go because I could talk.
I remember seeing that. So if you know about it, shit, go ahead. Because I remember seeing that they're saying that she was. They're saying that she wasn't. Yeah, she's half and everything, but they're saying that she's not being. She's being more white than she's being black. As they say and everything. I'm just like, well, damn. I don't know really how to really.
I don't like that stuff because they be doing that shit with Steph Curry. Well, they be doing that shit with Drake.
Well, Amber Rose, like, she's deliberately gone out of her way to, like, deny her blackness. Like, she'll be like, I'm a retreat. I'm a or whatever she's.
How you make women in the thing.
Yeah, like,
they want to be black.
Exactly. There's numerous instances where Amber Rose has gone out of her way to, like, distance herself from the black side when it's convenient for her. You know what I'm saying?
But then she'll be on Drink Champs arguing with Murder Mook.
That's all I'm saying, right? And Nori.
Yeah. Nori, Murder Mook, I forget
DJ.
What's the name of the other rapper? Loaded Lux.
Okay.
Nori,
DJ,
all them.
Yeah.
And she's arguing with them about the culture shit. Like, stop slut shaming and who are you to talk and talking about in a culture way.
I don't like people
talking about in a culture way,
right.
but then she doesn't want to claim to be black.
I don't like people like her, bro. I'm gonna be real.
She's terrible.
Because she plays both sides too much. You're too much of a chameleon. Like, and you want to play both sides when it's convenient for you. Bro. Like,
I talk so much shit about Amber Rose. Like, she's terrible. It's fucked up what I'm about to say, but I am happy that her son's getting bullied by her being on OnlyFans and doing all that shit. The nigga's getting 9 years old. He's getting bullied at school. Oh, your mom's on OnlyFans. I saw her ass and all this shit. And hey, that's what you read the song. Oh, don't slut shame.
She got it right.
All the 21 Savages and having baby with fucking Wiz Khalifa and dating Kanye and Nick Cannon and all these other.
That's how she really got in the game. Let's be real. Because of Kanye. Kanye put you on, bro. Like, let's be real. Like, Kanye was the main person that showed you off.
Yep.
If it wasn't for Kanye, no, you'd be just another regular like Instagram model.
Like him with Ray J.
Right.
Just like him with Ray J. Same type of hoe.
Exactly. Ray J put Kim Kardashian on, and the rest is history.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate when these girls are like glorified and other girls are looking up to these type of girls and the Cardi B's and shit.
Right.
Man, fuck them hoes, man. Fuck all them bitches, man. I despise all of them. Aisha Curry's in there too. That bitch ain't shit.
You know what?
The clip of her acting like she was trying to take off the ring on The View.
Yeah, I've seen that shit, bro.
Wait, hold on.
Crazy.
Time out.
Yeah.
Listen. I've been seeing like little things about Aisha Curry, but I haven't dug into them.
You saw that picture?
But I don't know what you're talking about, right? What? Nah.
All right.
You didn't see that?
What happened?
Give me the rundown. So she was on the
She's wildin'.
I'm sorry for Steph, bro.
Steph can listen. If Steph moves on from that, Steph can probably get whoever the fuck he wants.
He can do so much better.
Oh yeah, he can pull whatever he wants to pull. Like, real talk.
Let me start by saying The View ain't shit. All them girls ain't shit.
Yeah.
All the girls are
the View's been
or like they representation on how women should be.
They're the
modern womanized.
The lousy OGs for the women.
That's their
you know what I'm saying? Past the they're the lousy OGs.
Man, I see that whole panel. I'm like, all of them ain't shit.
Right.
All of them, line them up. The fucking Tia's on there, fucking from Sister.
They be tripping, bro.
How she did her ex.
Right.
Sick. And then like he got the cheetah girl, whatever the fuck that bitch name is. She ain't shit. You got that fat girl star or forever.
Yeah.
She ain't shit. What nigga wants her?
Right.
Like she's fat. She never lost the weight. All the other.
Is Whoopi still on The View?
She was, but then like she's not even on The View no more.
Oh yeah.
And she has her stigmas.
Yeah, she did. I'm gonna lie. Whoopi has.
She's hella sus herself.
She is.
And she couldn't even stay on The View. Fucking Kelly Osbourne was on there for a little bit.
I remember that.
Shit.
Right.
So long story short, Aisha's on the hoe. So this Chippendale dude comes out and brings out hors d'oeuvres, I guess drinks. I forgot what it was. It was like a tray, like a waiter type of thing.
Okay.
He's shirtless with a bow tie, like a Chippendale,
Yeah.
And like when he's coming out, she's like trying to take out the ring.
Wow.
But she wasn't paying attention at first. He's like, oh shit.
And then the girl and like Tia's like, stop playing, like like chill.
Wow.
And just joking like that. While your husband is Steph Curry for crying out loud. Like a point.
Chef Curry.
Chef Curry. 0.001% of a guy. And you're doing him like that. You saw that photo I say in the group chat, right? Of her. She's pretty much naked, but she's like, she took a photo, like she's naked. It's on her IG. It's like a model, like a photo shoot. And like she's naked, but she's covering her body. She's covering her body, but like she's like this.
Yeah.
But like you can't see her.
Oh, she took one of them.
Yeah. Bro. And she's a mother of two with Steph Curry.
Bro.
And you're doing that. Yeah, exactly. Boom. That's the one. Right there.
Oh,
she's taking pictures like that.
Wow.
She's on she's doing that.
She's ready to cut loose, bro. She's ready to cut loose.
She even mentioned she was on like a podcast one time, and she's like, I get a bit envious that like my husband gets all this attention. I want some attention too. Like,
yeah, she's ready to cut loose, bro. Steph Curry needs to peep this red flag, bro. He needs to peep the red flag. It's
not his fault, bro. He's a
church boy. He's a church boy. He goes to church. He's a real gospel Christian dude. He doesn't really use profanity. Like, he's a straight narrow type of guy.
And that's why he could get whoever he wants. Like, he could get whatever high value woman he wants, bro. He's got $500 million. He's fucking, 6'3", one of the best I feel like he's the best point guard in the NBA right now. Still.
Position. My position, he is
point guard. I said point guard.
Yeah, he plays.
He's the best point guard in the NBA right now.
A floor general, but he is the best point guard.
I think and he can pass too. Like, he can pass.
But like when I'm just the reason why I'm.
I mean, he's Steph Curry, man. Like,
the only reason why I'm doing any slack is because like when I think point guard, I think floor general.
You think floor general?
Yeah.
I think Steph is
changed.
I wouldn't say he's the best for that then.
He's changed.
Yeah, he's not the best.
I can say CP3, bro. Like, for real.
No, he is the best point guard by position. He is, because name a point guard better than Steph Curry.
Nash, really.
Like, that's playing right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, that's playing right now.
Like current, he is the best point guard.
I think Curry's the best. I think Curry's the best.
Kyrie.
No, I think Curry's better than Kyrie.
I think he's better than Kyrie.
What about Dame?
I think he's better than Dame.
Damian Lillard?
Yeah, I think he's better than Dame.
I would say Damian Lillard, honestly, I want to say this. This is going to be a controversial take. I think Damian Lillard is a better shooter than Steph.
Is Steph?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Steph is more. Steph reminds me of an accurate jacker.
Yes.
Steph be jacking.
Streaky.
Yeah, he be jacking.
He's hot. Yeah, but them hoes are jacker. Look, if you look at Damian Lillard shoots just as far. And he has form. He's actually got form.
It's more methodical.
Exactly.
Like, it's more of a surefire. Dame's shots, long distance shots, are more like, nigga, I know I'm about to make this.
Exactly.
Like, I'm shooting this for sure.
He works on that specific. You know what I'm saying? He's shooting this for a reason. And I didn't realize that until that OKC series when he did that to win the series against Paul George. Yeah. And like, it looked too good. And then the more I watched it, and then over time, I see them take that shot more and more and more. Like, not only he already had taken that type of shot before, but it just wasn't noticed until then. That's when it finally was on the map that this nigga got range. But then he's shot it afterwards again and again. I'm like, oh, this nigga really works on that shit. He be at practice and shooting.
Have you seen how far away that is too?
Yeah, right after half court. Once he passed half court, he's in gym range. He's in the gym range.
I can say the same for stuff too. His famous shot in the All-Star game. That dude looked over, took All-Star game, turned around.
I think he had like 50 points on the All-Star game. Yeah, that like All-Star game, he be going stupid on the All-Star game. Because they ain't playing as hard. But
they don't play no
green light. Yeah, it just gives him a green light to shoot wherever the fuck he wants. And when he's hot, he's hot. So, yeah.
And Steph, like, he can rebound. Like, he can get a lot of rebounds. He can do a little bit. Yeah.
Rebounding machine.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Steph could do, he has a more well-rounded game than a lot of point guards out there. You know what I'm saying?
And the only reason why I give him over Kyrie is because Kyrie misses too many games.
He misses too many games.
That's true. He has been.
He's not as good of a shooter.
What about Luka?
Who?
Luka? I
feel like he can.
I don't give him a point guard, even though he plays like a point guard. He's a shooting guard. He's a shooting guard that plays like a point guard. That's how I best describe.
He's a combo guard,
kind of like James Harden.
Yeah. Luka's like a James Harden. He reminds me of like a James Harden.
Shooting guards that can play that run the point.
Right.
But they're really shooting guards. So, because like they're not as quick and shifty and like nimble as a point guard. But then they have the skill set of a point guard.
Right.
So,
like
a bigger version of point guard. Kind of like Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, man.
Ben Simmons is like he's like a weird like hybrid type.
He's supposed to be like a point forward, like a LeBron.
Like a
point. He just never learned how to shoot.
Yeah.
How can
You know, he can shoot. He can shoot the midi.
At practice.
He can shoot the midi. He just can't shoot threes.
You seen him shoot a midi in the game?
He
Like
can-
actual form midi? Not like a tip drop.
He can hit some middies.
Not a hook. Not a
It's
tip
free.
drop.
Bro,
Like actual like
that dude was he was skipping through that lane like that's how I remember Ben Simmons. Like I feel like back then that like
he
was definitely like that guy back then.
He was, but
Yeah, on the 17th.
he be trash at free throws too. Like
Yeah, he's pretty bad. He's pretty bad at free throws too.
We need to get take some points from James Harden there, man. Like shit.
Right. Yeah, Ben Simmons. I see. Here's my thing overall with like NBA players in general of that caliber. Nigga, you get paid millions of dollars, bro,
Millions.
and you mean to tell me you can't shoot the ball? Like you can't hit a jump shot, my nigga?
Yeah.
Like, bro,
That's bad.
like how can you not like work on that?
I can
Like
make the lay.
we all know that's your problem. Like, nigga, why can't you get in the gym with your millions of dollars? Get like the best trainers, the best
Like LeBron.
like LeBron.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even have to do it like LeBron. Do it halfway like LeBron. Get a nigga to work specifically help you with shooting throughout the off season. Like, take 2 hours out of your day in the off season to work on shooting, bro. Like, how can you not do that? Like, I don't understand these niggas. Like, if it was me, give me $1 million to play basketball, nigga. Bro, I'm gonna listen.
Right.
I'll have other shit I'm doing, but this is gonna be my focus. Like, you're paying me millions to do this.
It's
Like, bro,
Ben Simmons be chasing tail, dog. He be getting caught up all the
Yeah.
all the hoes they be fucking with. He fucked with his share of celebrity hoes.
like,
He just had to get his ring back from a girl that he had engaged to and shit.
that's crazy.
Damn.
This is what I'm gonna say about these motherfuckers, dog. They have all this money, but they still are like kids, bro.
They are because they get it young. I mean, John Morant, he's only 23, bro. 23.
He lost his Nike contract.
Oh, he did. Damn. See?
Yeah, because of all that gun shit.
Yep.
Them
And now he's
niggas are
suspended
young.
25 games going into the next season
Right.
because he can't keep the guns on IG lives.
Even with Zion's young too. Did you give
They're on the same draft.
young ass dudes getting multi-millions? Like,
They
not
got
knowing what to
PJ
do.
Tucker getting finessed by Brittany Renner. He's
tripping.
for the next 18 plus years of his life.
Yep. You better hope he stay hooping, boy.
Oh man, yeah, dog, they get all those millions while they're young. They don't know what to do.
They don't know how to handle themselves. Like, they're like, yo, I'm just gonna
Zion's still a simp, even no matter how
a
much
simp with money. That's all he is, bro. You just a simp. The money just amplified more of who you are. That's all it did. Like,
Yeah.
it just turned you into more of a simp.
Because people forget that Zion already got exposed by that little white girl that he was in my snap.
Yeah.
He was snapping me. It's just a regular ass college white girl. Doesn't even look like she ain't even bad. She's like a
average. Yeah, average.
average ass white girl that he's over here snapping back and forth with. Hey, when you gonna come over? And all this shit.
Oh my God.
And she exposes this nigga. This is before he even got. This is why he was at Duke.
Oh.
Before he got drafted. So like you can't ignore the signs. Like,
Right.
What's the simp?
The simp signs. The simp signs.
Bro.
You already know.
Like, this nigga here, like, don't you know you're that nigga? You can have any bitch you want. You over here just chasing hoes,
Like,
Right.
just
not shit hoes too.
females that aren't even worth the value of what you should be going after. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
like, come on, bro. Like,
I'm getting that top tier shit. I might get a virgin if I have all that money.
shit, why not?
I can afford it.
I
Exactly.
mean, and even with your
I can show the world.
right, and even with your mentality, as long as you're not simping for a virgin, like,
Yeah, exactly.
'cause I think simping is a disease.
Man, let's talk about
It's
it.
a disease, bro.
Let's
I'm
talk
real.
about it, bro.
It's a disease.
That's only one.
Yeah, no.
It's a disease that has been instilled, is trying to be instilled and socially engineered into the minds of men in today's society. Like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous, bro. Like,
It's
why is manhood all of a sudden becoming toxic?
I know.
Why is it being
Why
reversed?
does toxic masculinity even exist? Why is it?
How's that a thing?
bro?
What does that even mean? What is that? what is that?
They say that men aren't real men anymore, but then they're the ones that are feminizing men and
Right, effeminizing men.
Oh, you gotta be
and-
emotionally intelligent and all this. What the fuck is emotional intelligent? I think it's intelligent not to show your emotions as a man, to be stoic. So that's real emotional intelligence, right?
Ooh.
How about that?
Ooh.
I'm just saying, like, a real man isn't gonna let their emotions get the best of him and stay stoic. So that's emotional intelligence. Not a man that's vulnerable and opens up with their girl and like might even cry in front of the girl and all this other shit.
Because
work was sorry. I hated work today. Oh,
right. That's
I just got fired.
You know what that is? That's a man being a bitch.
Exactly, a bitch nigga.
A bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Like, that's a man being soft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like okay, men cry in certain, like if our mom passes away,
exactly.
you know, in certain situations, it's okay for a man to
I
cry.
was off when my dad died.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, right.
Yeah,
or, you know, somebody who you're closely connected to passes away. Yeah. Those are the exceptions to the rule. But if you're crying because, like, nigga,
you have a bad day at work.
You have a bad day at work. You lost $20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you're crying over everything.
Hey,
that's a bitch ass.
That's really
like nigga.
Makes you like you about to get, you know, probably like smoke and you get so stressed out. Right. Or something.
Right.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's simp energy.
Simp energy. There you go. You want to talk about big dick energy and little dick energy? How about simp energy? That's simp energy. All right. Man.
And let's be real. Like all these women that seek like high value men, you know who they are. The ones on Instagram chicks and all that.
Yeah.
The ones that want the bag all the time.
Yep.
They do want the simp that's gonna throw them the bag, but really deep down, that's not who they really want. No. They really want that man, that dude that's gonna not only throw them the bag but protect them, hold everything down under the sun for them. Mm-hmm. That's who they really want.
They're just trying to be politically correct online and say what the narrative's supposed to be, but then like actions speak louder than words, and they constantly contradict themselves in the guys that they actually do go for.
Right. So like those types of women want the men. They want the simps to be that man. Yeah. But the simps, a lot of men that simp, they're too wrapped up in their simp. Yeah. So for them to change like that overnight.
And dries up the girls' pussies.
Yeah, they can't make that change overnight. You know what I'm saying?
They end up being friend zoned or dumped or cheated on.
Right. Yeah, those types of women that go for the bag. You know them types of women.
Yeah.
Gold diggers.
Hey, shouts to Marvin Gaines and Fresh and Fit. I'm about to say this bar. Is like, he said, all girls are gold diggers. It just depends on how big their shovel is.
Ooh.
So, women are opportunistic lovers anyway. Mm-hmm. So they always want a guy that's better than them. But how much better is what it is. If you're just this millionaire of a nigga, and you just an average ass girl,
right?
You're a big time gold digger. But if you just want a man that's doing better than you, then you're a minor gold digger. You know?
I see your mindset.
Oh my goodness.
You might have a little hustle or something like that. Behind that.
Oh man, man. But you know, there's a disease. There's multiple diseases going on, man. When it comes to male-female relations,
I know
this simping shit has got a lot of females deceived into thinking that they're more high value. Yeah. That they're more high value than what they really are.
I see that work.
Right. It's delusion, bro. I'm telling you. Like, you think because a simp is throwing you a bag that makes you high value? No. It means that the dude is simping for some shit that he feels like he can't have. Like, he feels like he can't pull you genuinely, so he's going to deceive you by throwing a bag at you.
And they're just hoping for that one day to come around to get that opportunity.
Right.
And it's just all hope and dreams. Even though the girl can even tell him, I don't like you like that, but they're just still playing the game. Like, maybe I catch her after a breakup, and she got her heart broken, and I've always been there for her, and emotional tampon for her, and to just vent to, and finally she sees a light, and I was always that guy there that she ends up with
at the end.
Right.
At the end.
Just thinking about it just makes me laugh.
That shit is crazy.
You know, I heard a cold ass line that Gilly the Kid. Shout out to Gilly the Kid and Wallow. $1 million worth of game. It's a dope ass podcast. Yeah. I follow y'all, man. Y'all shit is dope.
Likewise.
But Gilly said a cold ass line. It was when him and Rick Ross were getting into it. I forgot what they were getting into it about, but he said, I guess Gilly's wife got brought into the mix, right? And Gilly was like, man, you know, he's like, I ain't bought her, nigga. I caught her. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like he didn't have to throw a bag at her and sip for her. He caught her, meaning like he got her
like a fisherman.
Right, he caught her being just him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like being who he is genuinely, that's what he meant. He's like, I ain't bought her, nigga, I caught her. Yeah, he's like, I ain't bought her, nigga, I caught her. Just remember that. Like
that's a bar.
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't bought her, I caught her.
Yeah, I ain't bought her, nigga, I caught her. Right. Yeah. And so like I was like, that's cold, bro. And you know what? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like I was like, yo, exactly. Like I'm not simping for no fucking woman.
Nah. You're not getting my resources.
No, you're gonna like me for me. If you don't like me for me, then it's probably not gonna work. I'm gonna be real. Unless you're willing to, figure out if you're trying to at least give it a shot, give it a try to see if you like me for me. If you like me for me and I like you for you, then the bag will come with that.
Exactly.
That comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? It's by proxy. You're gonna get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
you showing me that love and being there for me.
That's your reward. That's part of the reward. Right. It's the least I could do.
Appreciate you by getting you that.
Yeah, it's the least I could do. Right, because I see that you genuinely like me. You genuinely fuck with me. You genuinely want to see me win. Right. So if you want that, if I get that feeling from you, and I feel it in my heart, in my soul, in my spirit, then yeah, I have no problem throwing you a bag. Like, okay, what you need? You need help financially with something or, whatever, X, Y, and Z. Then, okay.
Yes, I got you.
Yeah, I got you. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Might not be enough or it might be too much.
Right.
I care.
But you have to.
That matters. Though.
Right. Yeah. You have to earn that though. That's the key. Right. You have to fucking earn that.
I had to explain this simple thing to the coworker of mine that guys are always at her desk and talking to her. It's hard to even just talk to her because there's always a guy just trying to woo her and stuff. And like I had to explain to her what a simp was because I was like, "Do you know what a simp is? And what do you think a simp is?" She was like, "Guys that lie to you." I'm like,
"Oh god,
it's deeper than that. It's whenever a guy is going out of their way for you and not getting anything in return. Right, that is literally a simp.
Right,
like, he's buying you things and doing all these things for you." And you're not reciprocating and showing affection in return, and you just like taking these gifts. Oh, thanks, appreciate it. And keep it moving. That's and she's so numb to it because all these guys come to simply on her.
See, and that's the deception right there. That's the smoke screen. And that's the false sense of reality. You know what I'm saying?
She's a single mom, and she's inflated, and she's single. She's a single mom, and she's single, and she's an attractive girl, 29 years old.
Right.
Mexican girl, attractive. I can show you her IG. And she always tries to give herself reasons that, I'm single because of this. I'm single because of that.
Right.
But instead of like the real reason why she's single. Because like she aims high and she doesn't appreciate from where she actually stands. The people that she actually stands and she thinks she's dating lower, she's giving those guys a chance. And I dated guys that aren't my type. I dated guys that I usually wouldn't go for, but those are probably the guys that you should be going for. It's really where you stand.
And that
because the guys that I was just gonna finish by saying the guys that she likes just pump and dump her.
Yep, because the other guys are boring.
Yeah,
and that leads me to that segues into what I'm about to add to that. When a woman gets older, their value goes down. Yep. When a man gets older, their value tends to go up.
Age like wine versus age.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the reality. Because think about it. Like, a young, successful man is not going to want to necessarily go for a woman that isn't, successful like him that's older. You're going to shoot younger. Because
unless you're Zion.
Unless you're Zion. Instinctively, if a young, successful man wants to start a family, right? His first choice isn't going to be the older woman.
No.
Because think about it. There's going to be a lot of things that are coming, right? You're going to think biological, right? What are the chances the clock is ticking for women to have children, eggs. Right? Right. And you're already older. You know what I'm saying? The clock is ticking. So what are the chances of me being able to raise a family with you at your older age? Whereas with the younger chick that's in her 20s, you know what I mean? Or like, early 20s, like the chances of raising a family with her and breeding that woman, I know breeding sounds like a bad word, but nurturing that woman into coming into my fold and raising a family with her and growing with that. Because let's be real, a chick in her early 20s is still in her growing phase. You're still going to be learning stuff as you go along.
Less baggage.
Right. you more than likely the trauma is not going to be as fruitful as an experienced woman in her late 30s, early 40s.
Damaged goods.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So instinctively, naturally, the first choice for the young successful man is going to be the younger woman.
Yeah.
For family reasons, for damaged goods reasons, for the younger person is going to be more willing to learn and soak game up as a sponge because they're trying to still find their way.
Less argumentative.
You know what I'm saying?
More peaceful.
I mean, that you know. But, you know, they can still be argumentative, but the fact of the matter is that they're willing to learn.
Yeah.
They're willing to be open-minded. They're more open-minded, more likely than the older person that already is set in their ways.
That's a better way.
Have already been through shit.
You're right.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, the young, successful man is going to naturally and instinctively want to go for that option first. That's going to be their first option, is the younger, more willing to learn, more, you know.
Yep. Just like how the younger woman is going to want an older guy because he's got more structure and foundation.
Right. The older guy's more prone to being a protector. The older guy's more prone to having his shit together. The older guy's more prone.
Serious.
He's more serious. He's not as immature.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that is attractive to the younger woman. Okay. The younger woman feels comfortable with that because it reminds them of daddy.
Daddy energy.
You know what I'm saying? It instinctively has that daddy energy. So like you're gonna want to find another man that
daddy
like,
energy.
I'm just being real. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
we're making our own buzzwords, though.
Yeah. Energy. Daddy energy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, you know, these older women with this delusion, bro, like it's breeded a culture that has created a lot of simps. It's
shit like
created a lot of. Yeah.
The View is a front.
The View is created shit like The View.
Oprah Winfrey Network.
Oh my God.
Y'all seen that little skit with the put a ring on it? There's a show on there. And then like so if a couple's been together for a long time and they haven't like proposed, then they get a chance to date outside their relationship and see if they can find someone else that'll be more willing to propose.
This is a real show?
Yeah, it's a real show on Oprah Winfrey Network. This is the type of shit that they got out here. They're promoting shit like this. And then there's an episode where this one dude, the girl was gonna choose this dude over the guy that she was with, and ends up going back to that guy because he said he wouldn't date a single mom and she was a single mom. He said that on the date, and because he grew up in a single mother household, and he's not trying to, you know, go down that path. He knows how destructive it was firsthand dealing with it.
Right.
So he's like, I'd rather not. I'd rather have a woman with no kids and start a family with that woman and do it the right way. Mm-hmm. And that was his whole reason.
Exactly.
And then like whenever they have the recap after the show's over, after the season's over, they have the recap episode when they're all on this panel and the host is hosting and stuff. All the women were just grilling this dude about how dare you not date single moms, so you're not a high value man because a high value man has good character and that's not good character.
So what makes the woman high value? She already has a child with someone else. Yeah. She has a child with somebody else. She's single. She's older, which means her biological machine, her biological tank is more diminished. Yep. So what makes her more high value? What makes her high value?
Exactly.
Is she a millionaire? Does she own a business? Like what makes her more high value?
Where's the kid's dad?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. She has a baby daddy. Like, what makes her more high value?
And that nigga ain't shit. You were the one who let that ain't shit nigga bust his nut in.
Right.
And had his baby. So what's that make you? You're a product of your environment.
And again, it's okay to have a baby daddy if certain circumstances.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you were with a dude and he passed away in an accident.
Yeah, I get with him.
You know, because I do have a friend out there, you know, who went through a situation like that. He passed away. I don't know if it was through an accident. I don't know the exact details, but the dude was cool as hell.
Like that too. She's a widow. Like she's not divorced, but she's a widow.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
My mom's a widow. You know.
Right. No. Yeah. They were cool as hell. He was a good dude, and like he just passed away. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, having a baby daddy is fine. But if you have a baby daddy that's alive and well, he's thriving out there in the world somewhere with another woman, and you over here stuck with the child, that's not high value. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not high value.
You're lucky to get a above average dude.
Yeah. Right.
You're better off
Because check this out.
Humbling yourself and settling with an average guy.
Because check this out. The guy that decides to go with that single mom, that mom with the child, guess what? That dude has to not only care for you, but has to care for that child.
Package deal.
It's a package deal. And now let's say the dude actually ends up catching feelings. Now he's got feelings for you and the child. So now if they break up, you're breaking up with her and the child. So that's a double. It's like,
and how you think that
grow up?
Right.
So fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He took it around.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like, see, you're putting the dude in an unfair position.
Yep.
Now, dudes that recognize this dynamic, like us, that's not high value to people like us. It's not. That's not attractive.
And that's why like that dude on the show, he experienced that.
Yeah.
And so he was like, I refuse to put myself through that.
Yeah.
When I had to experience that, or put a child through that when I had to experience that with my mom.
Right.
And he kept on making more and more points that if there was a fat dude on this panel, y'all would say this nigga's fat. But if it's a fat girl, oh, that's body shaming. She's beautiful.
See?
She deserves the world.
It's bullshit, man. It's unfair. It's not fair.
It's like,
at all.
Be real.
It's like you want all the authority without the responsibility and accountability that comes with that authority.
Yep.
So it's like, man, I'm all about fairness from everybody.
Right.
If you're an adult, all treated equally fair.
Look,
Right.
I remember seeing on a podcast they were talking about the Lizzo thing. I remember you talking about that too. Like, I remember they said that she looked good, and then he tried to compliment the girl saying that you.
I was on Fresh and Fit. I remember that.
And she's like, "What?" I was like, "You just said Lizzo look good." And I said, "You look like Lizzo." You think it's a problem? I'm like,
"Oh, exactly." You compare the girl to Lizzo, but you said she's a 10.
Yeah, come on.
You said she's a 10. She's beautiful. But then I can't compare you to her. Oh, if she's beautiful, and I want to say that you're beautiful, then I can say that you're Lizzo.
Oh, see, you see how they be trapping themselves?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
They be
can't say
trapping
nothing at
themselves.
all after he like, okay.
Now you're stumbling.
But like, look, you look like Lizzo. You say she's cute, right? She's a 10, so I think you look like her. So I'm complimenting you, right?
That's supposed to be a compliment. Oh,
You look like Lizzo.
in comparison.
Okay.
Oh man,
This is what we come to. This is like
we will have to wrap up.
Yeah.
We'll have to wrap up. So because they have a podcast at 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I still have to have them send us the email and everything.
Okay.
So appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gianni, these two saucy.
Giuliani. Social media, the Giuliani, Instagram, Giuliani on all other platforms, Recognize Entertainment on Facebook. Merch, right there on the table.
Got the merch on there.
DM me. There will be a website for merchandise soon. Trust me on that. DM me for the merch if you want to get a hat or shirt. DM.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get a hat, man. Them hats is really stiff, y'all.
Yeah.
Shirt.
I got some more hats coming too, some more custom made hats coming. So merch is right there. You know, shout out to anybody on the live that was watching.
Yeah,
I know that angle's got my stomach. You know what I'm saying?
Just go ahead,
you know what I'm saying? But I got abs. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody on the live that did come out, watched, whatever. So yeah, man.
Yep.
Wisdom talk,
y'all.
episode 10.
Ongoing.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
it's too saucy.
Yeah, we episode 10. We got
Yes,
it.
sir.
We out.
Peace.
From this point forward, I'm gonna